Welcome back for part 2 of my haul. Hopefully you've seen part 1. If you have, thank you for watching. If you haven't, doesn't matter. It's all good. Let me just adjust the camera. There we go. So yeah, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate it. As I said before, because I haven't been able to get to the shop for a while, I've had to pick up quite a lot in one go. So, and I didn't actually get all of it either. I did forget some issues, which is really annoying. I forgot, like I said in the early video, Nova issue 9. I have to pick it up as soon as I can. But that's that. Without further ado, let's get on with the next lot of haul videos. Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 8. This is the Infinity Titan. Yeah, it is the Infinity Titan. Not much of one, to be fair. In a nutshell, they're in space. Thanos has invaded Earth. Abigail Brand, a sword, has been captured. And Star-Lord and his team are going to go and rescue her, and they do. And just when you think the chips are down and the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to get their ass kicked, we have a last page of dun dun dun. Angela Turner. So, it was a good issue. I did enjoy the issue, and I've enjoyed all the Guardians of the Galaxy issues. I think it's a really strong title. My only concern with this book is, and this is just a personal concern, and not even a concern, but I wasn't usually mad on the art. You know, it's not that the art was awful, it's just, I think the previous art that was set up was so much better in previous books, and I just enjoyed it more, to be honest. So yeah, I want it to get back to the old art, but I'm not sure if it will or not. I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. I could probably get used to that art because the story writing's still so good. But at times, the colouring and the shading and the art, it just looks a bit muddy and just a bit murky and it all seem to blend into each other. Next up is a back issue, Thunderbolts issue 15. Much like Nova 9, which I forgot to get this month. I forgot to get this at the time, so I went out and picked up issue 16 without picking up issue 15. And again, this is just a very loosely based Infinity tie-in. It's basically about Frank Castle wanting to get the mobs while the aliens invade. And, you know, people rag on the art in this book, and I don't like the art in this book if it was any other book. This art only works for this book. You see what I'm saying? Let's see if you have a look over here. You know, the art is very cartoony, almost like news strip. But I find it like you find on your Sunday papers on the back. You see a news strip. You know, it's not that the art is bad. You know, it's just not what we're used to in our Marvel universe. You see, so it's not awful. But because the way this book is and the humour this book has and the way it tells its story, because this is very much a light-hearted book, it's there's nothing serious going on in this book at all. You know, this is very much a disposable comic in the sense that you read it, you forget about it, and in that way the art works very well. It doesn't take itself seriously, and I think that's the whole point of the art being the way it is. And so for that, that's why I don't mind the art. However, I know a lot of you think the art is done by like a 10-year-old or something. And at times I can see why you think that, you know, you can have a look at Hulk there, for example. You know, it's not the great art, but it is fitting for the story. Which leads on to issue 17, the current issue with Deadpool finally eating some pizza. And basically, right from the beginning of the story, Deadpool's wanting to get some pizza, and he ends up getting his pizza. So that's good. Well, Deadpool, you got your pizza. I won't be getting more Thunderbolts after Infinity tie. Who knows? I might pick up a tray, but it's just not me. Superior Spider-Man Team Up Special, Part 3 of the Octopus, the Arms of the Octopus. Oh my god! So as I previously explained in the other video, Part 1 was great. Part 2 was okay. Part 3 was complete it wasn't good. I felt this gave the opportunity to do so much within the Marvel universe in its own right. You know, this was a nice way of just putting a book out there with time travel in it. And you didn't have to explain too much because the whole realm of Marvel right now is doing time travel and space-time continuum. I think they could have just done anything they wanted to do with this, but they could have brought characters back to life. They could have killed off existing ones. They could have done literally anything. Instead, they did a dodgy scientist creates robots because he's jealous of Bruce Banner storyline. Who cares? Disappointed. Although, the only thing I will say about it, there's some nice scenes with Superior Spider-Man and the X-Men. Apart from that, you know, like I said, I'm frustrated because it could have been so much more. Deadpool kills Deadpool, issue 4 of 4. Thank God. So, you know, I like the front cover. I think the front cover is very cool. But as I said in the past, I'm not a huge Deadpool guy. I like Deadpool, but I like Deadpool when he's part of X-Force or Thunderbolts. I like Deadpool as a background character, not as main cast. And this book is just doesn't do anything at all for me. I don't find it very funny. I don't particularly. Yeah, it's okay in places. You know, it's got some good scenes like this. It's got some good cutscenes like there's a. I must admit, I did laugh on this bit. There's a bit where it's called right, let's get ready for the action montage. That was quite good, but you know, I've bought 4 issues of this now, and I'm thinking, what was the storyline? What was the point? Do I care? No. And I'm thinking, well, that's 4 issues which I could have put a trade with that I could have liked. So, unfortunately, this has done nothing. This has not made me want to get into Deadpool, you know, and I think that's his biggest criticism. You know, for people who don't read Deadpool, this should have been a mini-series that people like myself could have been picked up a Deadpool book, because you don't buy it often, read 4 issues and thought, wow, this is good. I'll get the ongoing series. However, it's had the complete opposite effect on me. It's made me think, I was right. I'm not going to pick up the series because it doesn't do nothing for me. It's a shame. They missed a real opportunity here. They could have done so much more with that book. Shame. Real shame. We then have 5 Ghosts, issue 6, one shot. Now this, on the other hand, where we go from that being complete shit, we go to this being complete awesome. So this is just a prelude to the ongoing series, I believe. And my God, what a good story it is. I love the artwork in this book. It's just... There you go. The artwork in this book is really weird. It feels so old school. And I don't know, it has a really old feeling about it. A classic feel of art to it. The storytelling, it's fantastic. Fabian Gray is such a great character. He can do so much. And even though this is, what, 6 issues, the 6th issue, you know, there's only 6 issues of this book, and I already feel so, like, I feel like Fabian Gray's character has so much history already, and we know so much about him already, and it's so rich with history, and yet there's still more to learn. I think it's great. I think it's such a good book, and it shows that there doesn't have to be a cape involved, or superhero, or on the flip side, a ghost, or gratuitous sex. You know, like, and I know that's the fashion nowadays, like saying gratuitous violence or sex or swearing. This has, you know, it doesn't hold any punches, but it doesn't do it gratuitously. You know, this is very much about the story first and everything else second, and I love this book for that. And it's just fantastic, you know. You tell me that does not look good. Just, honestly, if you're not buying this book, you should be, because it is great. Great. We have Kicking Ass 3, issue 4. I haven't read this yet. I'm actually saving all these up to read them all at once. So I haven't read issue 1, 2 or 3. I think it's only an 8-part or a 6-part. So I'll read them then. I'll read them all together. We'll see what happens. I'll give you a little review at the time. near the time, I think. X-Men Battle of the Atom, part 2 of 2. So the conclusion of the storyline, and I'm really sad that is the conclusion. To be honest, it was a brilliant read. Jean Grey was one evil bitch, and you know, this is very much, I think, just a way of shaking up the X-Men universe a little bit. We kill some characters off, we introduce some new ones. That's the way it's always been with the X-Men universe. So I'm not too disheartened. You know, and there's, you know, nothing stays the same in this world, and so yeah, it's cool. So we get to see some new characters, some old ones disappear, some old ones disappear to new factions, some disappear to Cyclops' ranks, which is very surprising. Very much worth picking up, very good. Overall, the whole 10-part storyline has been very good, and it's helped reshape the X-Men universe a little bit. Not drastically, but enough to make it very interesting for the future. And then we have issue 5 of Infinity. Great book. The actual Infinity books themselves have been fantastic, and this is no different. You've got Hulk there smashing up a builder, just, you know, as only Hulk could do. Just a great storyline, and this I really enjoyed this book. This book focuses on the Illuminati. They make their way back to Earth, back to Wakanda, because the walls have fallen at Wakanda. They have a little scrap. It's very good, and it's basically about how the Avengers, plural, the Avengers saved the universe. It's good. It's very good. You know, you can't explain an issue like this because you have to read all the predecessors to it beforehand to get the real feel of what was going on. But I think if you haven't read anything yet, wait for the trade, read the trade, it will blow your mind. Superior Spider-Man issue 20, Black Cat on the front. I really wanted the variant edition with just the Black Cat on the front. I will find it, I will get it because it's amazing. Although she's not really a big part of the storyline. She turns up. She was robbing a building at the time, and the Spider-Man, he comes across her. You know, he's having a phone conversation. He comes across her leaving the premises after maybe robbing it, and she's like, gives him the sweet talk, and then he just simply smacks her in the mouth, whips her up, and buggers off. But yeah, this is good. This is basically about Peter Parker, Octo, as we like to call him. He's setting up his own business. He's going to get his doctorate, set up his own business, based in nanotechnology, and he gets a loan of his Aunt May's husband. I can't remember his name. Jay. I want to say Jay. And basically, he takes out a loan to start his business, and he goes to the board of directors of university, and they say to him, you're fantastic, until the one doctor, I can't remember his name, but Lamosi, what's his name? I'll show you a picture. What is it? Basically, this guy here. He calls Peter Parker a fraud, saying that his ideas for a business are all a fraud, and actually he's taken the stolen ideas of Dr. Octopus, and basically he's exposed Peter to be a fraud. He won't get his doctorate, so he can't start his business, and it could just well be the thing. Look at that evil face there. Could be just the thing to set Octo back into action. So yeah, it's alright. It's good. That's all Superior Spider-Man books. They're all good. So that's part 2. Thank you once again for watching. Part 3 will be coming shortly. We're flying through these books now. Thank you again for watching. And I keep saying thank you for watching, but I really do mean it. Thanks.